Okay, today we will discuss the trade union is the last part of fourth module, and we are discussing trade union in general and its definition and functions and objectives and basic principles, and why people are workers are joining in trade union, and a brief outline on collective bargaining. This is the end of this section, and also we will finish the content of the human resource management by this module itself. And what is trade union? It's also called a labor union. It's an association of workers in a particular trade, a particular industry, or a company created for the purpose of securing improvement in pay, benefit, working condition, or social and political status through the collective bargaining. Actually, it makes an organization made up of members, a membership-based organization. Its membership must be made up mainly of workers. One of the trade union main aim is to protect and advance the interest of members in the workplace. Yeah, protect and advance the interest of its members in the workplace. Trade union also negotiate agreement with the employer on the pay and conditions. Actually, the trade union also some negative side also, because over bargaining and making and creating and breaking the industrial peace of the country, organization, trade, or company, or anything. The principles, and what are the basic principle of trade union is unity is strength. We know the employees bargaining united, a group, a team, a collaboration, their bargaining capacity is strong. If suppose you are working in a company, in an organization, you are individually, you are going to the and meeting your manager or HR department asking a better wage, your voice is very weak because you are alone. Suppose all our members, all workers in the organization joining together and associating and going for a better working condition, then your voice is more powerful than an individual voice. Unity is strength. Equal pay for work or for the same job. Yeah. Because of the rise, before the rise of trade union, there are a lot of asymmetries in the world in the case of trade union. The principle is based, no one of the 9 principles included the ILO Charter of Freedom Labor, which says men and women should receive the equal remuneration for work of equal value. Men and women should receive equal remuneration for work of equal value. So still, the men and women facing discrimination for their getting salaries. Men are always getting better than women. It's a common practice in the society, but this type of discriminations and will be eradicated by the trade union movement. And job security is the one of the big factor associating workers together. Security of service, which enjoy the trade union as they ensure the social and economic security in their members. Without any notice, any reason, employer management of the company terminating the employees. There is no financial security, no job security, no economic security. Let us come to the what are the major features of the trade union. Trade union is a voluntary association of either employer or an employee or independent worker. Is a voluntary association, either employees or employer or an independent worker. Unions achieve the objectives through the collective action and group effort. Negotiation and collective bargaining are the tools for completing the objectives. The trade union achieves its objectives through the collective action and group effort. not any individual action or individual effort. Negotiation and collective bargaining are the tools for completing objectives. They are having negotiation, they have a collective bargaining. These are the tools for achieving their objectives, achieving better salary, achieving better working conditions, so on. It is formed to protect all kind of interest. It is formed to protect all kind of interest. It may be economic interest, social and political of its members, but the major one is economic interest. Without remuneration, nobody is going to work. The basic objective of the trade union is economic interest, economic upliftment. Trade unions are adaptable to changing socio-economic, legal, and political environment. Trade unions are adaptable to changing socio-economic, legal, and political environment. That is, trade union are changing economic, social, and legal and political environment. Trade unions are designed to eliminate the exploitation of the workers through the workers' participation in the management. You see, actually the trade unions rise after the Second World War and Industrial Revolution. Particularly, it is after the Industrial Revolution. A lot of factories are merged, and lot of industries are developed and emerged. Then one said, and another said, lab at the same way, the labor exploitation also becoming a forceful one. Yeah, it is started from the see, you can so many social movements in the rise of communism, and literature also, it is influenced the exploitation of the workers after the Industrial Revolution. One of the major work, Maxim Gorky's mother, Amma, is also is really pointed out the exploitation of the labor in the Russia and Europe and many part of the world, even in India also. A huge labor exploitation has happened. That is to escape the workers from this type of many type of exploitation, the trade union came to. So why this is the answer? Why people are joining the trade union? Greater bargaining power. Then employees will get a good bargaining power than they are individually bargaining. Employees normally possess very little bargaining power as compared to that of employer. With a trade union, employees are united. Employees' bargaining power can be enhanced through the negotiation of the needs by their leader. There is a trade union leader. He will lead the team. So this is also some problem. Is see, this trade union. Many of the trade union, they are attached to the political parties. So these leaders of the trade union are more committed to their political counterpart, and they are not loyal to the organization and their fellow workers. This is one of the major problems we are facing. And what is happening in result? The trade union leaders are dancing according to the tunes of their political counterparts. They are political leaders. It's a big issue in the industrial unrest, because the union leaders are not performing at par with the interest of the workers and the organization. They are more committed and loyal to their political counterpart. This is the negative side. And minimum discrimination. Discrimination exists in the working environment. Some subordinates may be treated fairly while others unfair due to the relationship. Relationship is exists between the supervisor and each of his subordinates may influence the decision regarding the pay, promotion, transfer. With the trade union, these things can be reduced and eliminated. Yeah, this is the first beginning, and the beginning of the class I told the discrimination is the important issue through the trade union. This discrimination may be reduced maximum possible extent. Then employees feel a sense of security. Some employees joining the trade union believing that it is an effective way to secure adequate protection from the various types of hazards and overcome insecurity such as accident, injury, illness, and unemployment. They feel if there is an industrial accident, an injury or illness or unemployment condition, the union will protect us. So people are interested to join in the trade union. Protection, for example, protection of the unfair termination of the employment without any reason. An employee may be terminated by the employer. Nobody is to question because individually they are not united. They are individuals. They don't have much bargaining power. Proper remedy to be given in the case of injury. Yeah, an industrial accident happened and the employer told, no job, you are unable to do the job, you are unfit, physically unfit, you are not, and also they are not giving the remuneration also. Let's say an employee cut his hand during the machine operation at workplace. This is commonly happening everywhere. In some industries, you can also see some people, they left their leg or hand due to the industrial accident. They're at the work site. They lost this thing, their health at the work site, and if they are properly compensated, what is happening? Then they are not. If they are properly compensated, what will happen? They are not properly compensated. They will be in trouble. They are in the starve. They don't. They are unable to meet their needs. Sense of participation. The employees can participate in the management on the matter affecting their interest only if they join in trade unions. Employees then can participate in management on matters affecting their interest only if they join in trade unions. They can influence the decisions that are taken as a result of collective bargaining between the union and management. Sense of belongingness. Those who are members feel that they are gain respect in the eyes of their fellow workers. They can also discuss their problem with the trade union leaders. They definitely find a problem, a solution. And also it provides a platform for the self-expression. Trade union provides such a forum where the feeling and ideas and opinions of workers could be discussed. Yeah. They will given a platform to discuss their ideas and opinions and feelings. A betterment of the relationship. Employees joining trade union as they believe the trade unions can fulfill the important needs of ensuring proper maintenance of the employee-employer relationship. Union help to ensure good industrial relation among management and workers by solving the problems peacefully. So if the problems are peacefully settled down, then there is a healthy relationship. There are so many issues, there are so many worries among the workers, nobody is going to solve it. Then unsatisfied workers, there is no healthy relationship between employer and employee, a poor and weak relationship. But if they express their worries and feelings and grievances through the trade union, it will be discussed and solved. Naturally, there is a healthy, warm and lovable and relationship will develop. Then what are the functions of trade union? Trade union performs number of functions in order to achieve the objectives. These functions can be broadly classified into 4 categories: militant functions, fraternal functions, social functions, and political functions. Trade union perform a number of functions in order to achieve the objectives. These functions can be broadly classified into 4 categories: militant and functions, fraternal functions, social functions, and political functions. What is militant functions? Revolutionary functions. To achieve the higher wages and better working conditions. Protect labor against injustice and victimization. To raise the status of work as a part of industry. Achieve wages and better conditions. A revolutionary function. Protect the labor against injustice and victimization. Labor can be protected from the injustice, discrimination, and victimization. To raise the status of workers as a part of the industry. Their status, social status, legal status will rise because they are united. Nobody hurt without a worker without a proper reason. Fraternal function, they provide opportunity for the promotion and growth. They will not stop their rights. Encourage the sincerity and discipline among the workers. Generate the self-confidence among the workers. Yeah, definitely it will raise the self-confidence. Take up welfare measures for improving the morale of the workers. Yeah, take up welfare measures. There are so many welfare improving the morale of the workers. Like some cooperative stores are there, and they will less a good quality material day-to-day required for day-to-day life with a less price. It will be available. The cafeteria facilities with a good food with a less expense. Encourage sincerity and displaying among the workers. Social function. Promote schemes and procedure for addressing the grievances among the members. Promote scheme and procedure for addressing grievances among the members, trade union members, grievances addressed well. Provision for education among the workers. Yeah, the employees will be trained and educated. All the required matters. Publication of the union documents such as newsletters or magazines for establishing communication with their members. Also raise the morale. Union publication some documents like newsletters or magazines for establishing common with their members. Among the government work employees, the NGO union, and so many other KGO, they have their own booklets and periodicals and magazines. Trade union objectives: better wages by improving employees' pay and other benefits such as holiday entitlement, better working conditions. What is this? Better working conditions and holiday pay. Securing improvement in the employees' working condition, including hours of work and health and safety at work. Don't work around the clock. It will be 8 hours. Now, one of the problem with the IT industry, many these labor laws are eased and exempted for the IT because IT there is a peculiar nature of the IT industry. Many of the outsourcing companies, their head office in US, Washington DC, or New York, or London, or any other part of the globe. So they have to work more hours, and also they have to work night because the daytime in US is a night time here. So this type of achievement through the people, the workers learned through the trade union movement. Now some of them are diluted in the at least in the IT industries. Improving the pension and industry injury benefit. There is their better pension, and also if there is an industrial injury, they will be properly compensated. And what are the objectives of the trade union? Social welfare, providing improved standard of living. Social welfare, providing improved standard of living. Safeguard interest of employees, encouraging firm to increase workers. Participating in decision, employees get an opportunities to participate in the decision making of the of the organization. To prevent employees from employees exploitation, this can be done by the defending employees' rights and jobs. This can be done by defending employees' rights and jobs. Employees' rights are normally expressed in the Labor Relation Act that differ from the one country to another. That differ from one country to another, because labor law is not same in the all countries. Prevent employees from employees exploitation. This can be done by defending employees' rights and jobs. Yeah, the note point is the labor law is same in the all countries. This country to country it is different. But trade unions support the employees to protect their rights in the job and jobs. Organizational growth and stability is also an issue, an objective of the trade union. With the trade union on pay strike can be avoided, thus resulting stability and growth of the firm. Organizational growth and instability. Organizational growth and stability with the trade union on pay strike can be avoided, thus resulting stability and growth of the firm. The trade union on pay strike can be avoided, thus resulting stability and growth of the firm, because less strike, less lockout, then better growth of the organization. Yeah, we already discussed some of the weaknesses of the challenges of the problem faced by trade union because of the political influence and the multiplicity of the trade union. Some of the issues also we can discuss. Uneven growth. There is an uneven growth in the trade unionism. Trade union activities are only concentrated in a few states and bigger industrial countries only. Yeah, in a small scale industries, there is no trade union. And also there is a multiplicity of the trade union. If in a trade union, I told you before, the political parties are controlled, trade unions are controlled by the political party. In one industry, one union started. Next day, it is supported by one political party. Next day, another union will start. It is supported by opposition political party. So many political parties are, they are also starting their own unions in the organization. It will create a lot of unhealthy issues. Limited membership. Not all people joining the unions. Many trade unions exist in a different countries, but there is a decline membership per union. This is because individuals feel that union do not meet their members' needs. Hence, the result of number of employees who are not in the member of any union. Yeah, all people are not, all employees, all workers are not joining the union. It will be paralyzed with activities. Then financial problem. Financial position of trade union is weak since the average yearly income is low and inadequate. Because the major source of income of the trade union is from the collection and donation and subscription from the workers, employees. Their income may be many occasions is low. So they have a problem generating fund. This weak financial position adversely affected the activities of the trade union. Things such as subscription rate are very low. Sometimes they remain unpaid by their members. Fund of the union are inadequate. They cannot take welfare programs for their members effectively. Fund of the union are inadequate. They cannot take welfare program for their members effectively. Fund of the union are inadequate. They cannot take welfare program for their members effectively. Weakness and challenges problem faced by the trade. Multiplicity of the union, presence of the multiple union. That told you just before. There is an existence of multiple trade union in the same field. There is no restriction on the number of trade union to be registered in one establishment. How any minimum number of workers are in a union, they can register. There is no legal restrictions. Law permit a small number of people to form the trade union. Due to this result of the formation multiple trade union in a huge amount, in a large amount. In the indifferent attitude of the workers. In many countries, large number of workers have not joined trade union. Normally, employees discourage the trade union. Yeah, that is the people are not willing. Also, not all members of union are not interested in the affair of the union. Even though somebody just taken a membership for the namesake, but they are not involving the much, and they are all not showing the much interest on the activities of the union. For example, some people maybe have poor attendance of the union general meeting. Under such a circumstance, trade union cannot be expected to make progress due to lack of unity. Yeah, one of the basic principle of the trade union is the unity is strength. So even though so many members are in the union, the people are not coming to the general meeting and executive meeting and general body meeting. So it will activities be paralyzed. Poor leadership to you of union leaders. Yeah. Sometimes the trade unions need people who are not workers but outsiders. This I told you before. Outside maybe include the politicians, intellectuals who have no experience work industry, normally outside the focus of their personal interest rather than union industry. Many unions are sponsored by the political parties. Union leaders are nominated by the political parties and political leaders. These union members showing more loyalty and commitment to their political parties. These leaders like acting like a dolls, dancing according to the tunes of their political counterpart. Illiteracy of some workers. Illiteracy of some workers. Some workers fail to understand the impact of trade unionism due to their lack of education. Yeah, some workers fail to understand the impact of trade unionism due to the lack of education and union rivalry. Yeah, there is a multiplicity of unions and fighting each other. So it is very nice to get employer can and weak the activities of the trade union, and there is negative impact developing, and it is adversely affecting the interest of the employees, negatively influence the interest of the trade union workers. Trade unions negatively influencing the interest of the workers. Advantage of the trade union to employees. It promotes unity and to ensure the improvement in the working condition and provision for better welfare facilities. Spirit of self-reliance and self-respect, uniform wages, changing the employer's attitude. Yeah. Unity promoting, it is promoting unity, ensure the improvement of the working condition and provision of the better welfare facilities. Spirit of the self-reliance and self-respect of you and uniform wages, changes in the employees' altitude and attitude. Dispute can be avoided or many solved politely without making much issues. It resulted in the industrial peace, forming healthy labor policies, framing healthy labor policies. The trade union the presence of the trade union will helpful and supportive framing healthy labor policies, reduce the chances of industrial dispute in future. Reduce the chance of industrial dispute in future. Advantage of the trade union to society. Actually, what is the advantage to the society? Gain sympathy in general public. Yeah, if trade union gain a positive and sympathetic attitude toward general public, toward workers. Purpose of the government to enact labor policies to protect and develop labor forces of the country in a better way. But propose the government to enact labor policies, protect and develop labor force of the country in a better way. Actually, it is helping the government framing labor policies. It helps in the development of industrial economy by the maintaining good industrial relation. It will result in the higher and better production at a lower cost. The trade union help development of industrial economy by maintaining good industrial relation. Thus, it will result in higher and better production at lower cost. There are criticism trade union by the employers. Employers not always supporting the trade union because of there is a conflict of interest. Employer and employee always have the same interest. What is the problem? The employee, the workers, they are not highly educated. Lack of education make workers narrow-minded and prevent them to understand long-term views. they are lacking forecasting because they are not educated well. For workers, anything that does not result in an immediate reward become unattractive to them, even if it is important for their own benefit also. For the workers, anything that does not result in an immediate rewards become unattractive to them, even if it is important for their own benefit also. Unions may not welcome changes. Yeah. Unions may not always, union is not to the positive to the changes of the industry or organization or the company. Union may not welcome the changes of the productivity method of the fear that some workers will lose their job. Therefore, slow down industrial progress. There we find many strike and lockout when the computer at the time of computerization in the industry, in banks, and many other in governments. Strikes are there. The people believe the computerization will lose the job of the workers. And somebody believes strikes illogical basis. Yeah, some without any proper reason, strike for its own sake, and protected the vested interest of the trade union leaders. Sometimes union strike is illogical based and ground and causes loss to produce the community and the nation. Workers also suffer because of their loss in the salaries due to the strike. It is also harmful to the workers. Creation of the artificial scarcity of the labor. The things are in the control of the trade union, they may create artificial and fake scarcity of the labor. Trade union create artificial scarcity of the labor by demanding that only union personnel should employ it. Undue demand relating to the undue demand relating to the wages. Sometimes industries in loss, companies in loss, recurring loss, cumulative loss. People are asking high wage. What happened? So finally, the industry fell down. Collective bargaining. Yeah, let us the last part. I am not explaining the features and process and in a detail of collective bargaining. Only providing a brief outline. What is it? Our syllabus of the computer application business management is also not going deeply to the collective bargaining. Just an outline. Collective bargaining is a voluntary process through which employers and workers discuss and negotiate their relations, particular terms and conditions of the work. Collective bargaining is a voluntary process through which employees, workers discuss and negotiate their relations. Employees, workers discuss their negotiate their relation in particular terms and conditions of the work. An example of collective bargaining is a labor union engaged in negotiation with the management over the salaries. Example of collective bargaining is a labor union engaged in negotiation with the management over the salaries. And labor law, negotiation between the employer and labor union and other group representing the employees concerning the terms and conditions of the employees' work. These are maybe examples. Labor union engaged in negotiating with the management over the salaries. Yeah, negotiating for salaries. And labor law, negotiating between employer and a labor union or other group representing employees concerned that terms and conditions of the employees' work and new condition going to impose, so on. That there are different level of collective bargaining, the various level hierarchies at which collective bargaining is done to resolve the dispute between the employer and trade union. Actually, it is a dissolving the and solving the settling the issue, the process of settling the issue. Different first level, it is a unit level in a company, in a unit level, and in a plant level, industry level, territorial or geographical level, and national level bargaining. National level in a country whole, in Indian level. The trade union workers in India are strike one day to they are expressing their concern to increase the price of the petrol. Like different bargaining level can be unite in the level and plant level, industry level, territorial, geographical level. There are the different level of the bargaining. You can go in detail in your higher classes. So let us finish. Thank you. Thank you very much.